What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty, and we're here for the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4, Episode 4. So we're going to get right into the... Before we get into the video, let's just say that I'm back from Dallas. I got back from Dallas yesterday, which is why this review is a little bit late, because I was tired of shit when I came back from Dallas, okay? I had a marvelous time while I was there. I went to Candy's dungeon party, and I know that when I was posting about it on my community wall, a couple of y'all wanted me to do a review on the show. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a review on the show. Now, I'm not sure as to what day I'm going to post it. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it later today, because you know that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta comes on tonight too. So I'm thinking I should film it today and just either post it Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I know that a lot went on while I was gone due to the fact that Dionne Warwick said that Beyonce wasn't iconic yet. So I want to do a video on that too. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to catch up on, especially today, since today is Monday and I'm off today. So I need to get all the videos I need to get out right now. So we're going to start off with the Real Housewives of Potomac, because I literally just got done rewatching the show before I did this review. So I got to catch up, y'all, because I've been gone since Thursday. So let me catch up. We're going to start off with Candace and Robin. Now, you know, they're talking about the party that they attended the night before. They all got too drunk. They all got lit. And Candace is fucking hungover like I was Saturday afternoon when I left, when we left the gay strip in Dallas, okay? Told the fuck up, okay? So they were talking about Mike and how he was saying how he'll suck a man's dick and all of this bullshit. Now, to me, I believe that Mike would get down with a man. I honestly believe that. Like, he was just all over saying how much he loved himself someone and all of this stuff. And who can blame him? Like I say, that Mike got good taste, because I do too. But at the end of the day, I just feel like you got a whole wife and you talking about sucking another man's dick. Like, what type of shit is that? But you know, Candace and Robin both agree that they won't talk about it. They won't speak about it. They're not trying to end nobody's marriage. And plus, Robin said that her and Ashley have made it to a better place and they just want to stay in that place. So I agree with them both not saying nothing, but the shit is weird as fuck to hear a overly grown man who's married to a woman trying to get a woman pregnant talk about how he want to suck somebody's dick. That shit is crazy to me. But I'm like, okay, girl, if you want to suck some dick, that's on you. So Karen and Candace, they go to the dentist, somewhere I need to be going and somewhere I'm trying to go. And they discuss the New Orleans trip and how they want to have a good time. And you know, Karen has been trying to get things together with Giselle and trying to get everything right and make sure that they really mended fences. And honestly, I agree with Karen. And you know, Karen is still going through the stuff, because you know, when they filmed this season, that was like weeks after the reunion was filmed. So she was still fresh off her grief from losing her mother and her father. So I do get that, you know, she's still going through some things right now, and she probably feel like this trip would be an outlet for her. Like, this trip will be something to get her mind off of things, because to me, to be quite honest, when I went to Dallas this weekend, I was dealing with a lot of stuff. And you know, when you dealing with somebody and you got trust issues with a motherfucker, then then you dealing with family issues, and then you got this and you got that going on. I had a lot going on, so I didn't know what to do with that. So I just decided that, you know, when I go to Dallas, I want to turn the fuck up. I want to have me a good time. I want to drink. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I did everything. Like, I did everything under the sun, okay? So, you know, they all agree. You know, Candace and Karen was like, you know, we're going to go on this trip and we're going to have a blast, okay? So, as y'all know, I'm not talking about nothing dealing with Robin and Warren. I'm not talking about them. So, Ashley and Mike, they were talking about how lit Ashley got and how she's still trying to have a baby and all of that stuff. But then they go on to talk about this trip that Giselle planned to New Orleans. And Ashley was saying, you know, I really want things to work out between Karen and I and Monique and I, because I know that they have been pretty much avoiding me like it ain't shit since, you know, since we came back together. But with us going to New Orleans, I just want us all to sit down and just have a conversation about our issues. To be quite honest, Monique ain't trying to fuck with you, Ashley, and neither is Karen. So I don't think that you should force the issue. I feel like you are trying to be the bigger person by coming along and trying to make things right between the two of them, because I do know that you are the one that caused the issues with both of these women. So I do feel like you should be the bigger person, but if a person ain't ready to talk to you, they're just not ready to talk to you, Ashley. So when they're ready to talk to you, then you can be able to talk to them. But you can extend the olive branch, but if they don't want to take it right now, they ain't got to take it. And that's just what it is. So Candace and Dorothy, they're talking over FaceTime. And, Candace was basically saying, now, being that I'm a married woman, there are certain boundaries that I need to address, certain boundaries I need to set. And there's also some things that I need to talk about with my mom, because at the end of the day, I'm married to Chris. I'm not married to my mom. And I think the problem with Candace is she's so used to getting this princess queen treatment by her mother. And I feel like that has pretty much handicapped her in a sense. And you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it pretty much handicapped Candace in a sense, because that's what she's used to. She used to being taken care of like a princess, and her mother been paying all her bills. And now that you're used to that routine, it's hard to let it go. But at some point, honey, you gotta let it go. You can't have your mama taking care of you, and then you don't want it to be thrown in your face, because mothers do that sometimes. Like, when they do something for you, they will throw that shit in your fucking face, whether you want to hear that shit or not. And by you being like, you're in your 30s like me, you know what I'm saying? You need to let your mother go and just fend for yourself at this point. You got a husband, y'all trying to get y'all forever home, y'all probably want to get a family soon, and he already got kids of his own. I just feel like you do need to let go of the leash that your mother has on you, because it's never going to get any better with her taking care of you. And the type of mama you got, it ain't going to get no better than what it is. So I just feel like you just need to let that situation go. And then, even while Candace was trying to have this conversation with her mama steadied down, talking to her like she's not nothing. And I don't understand how the hell Candace can deal with that. And after a while, Candace started crying, and her mother was like, you are a married woman, you need to stop with the tears. And I'm just like, this bitch is so cold-hearted. Like, she really don't give a fuck how she treats her own daughter. Like, that is your daughter, baby. Do you not realize that? That is your fucking daughter. Why are you treating your daughter like that? You know what I mean? Like, you treat your daughter like she's your damn pet project. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's trying to tell you how she feels, and you're not trying to hear that. You're not trying to hear that. And I cannot stand overbearing mothers that, because they take care of you, they feel like you're not supposed to have no feelings or no reaction to the way that they treat you. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck you doing for me. That does not mean that you have the right to treat me like I'm not shit. And you parents really have to really understand that. Like, you don't get to treat nobody like shit just because you taking care of them. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And I was glad that Candace hung up in her mama's face, because that whole conversation went left. And I just feel like, girl, Candace, you just need to let it go. Move out that fucking house and find you an apartment right now until you get your forever home. Because right now, this shit between you and Dorothy ain't gonna get no better. And by you being married, it's gonna affect your relationship in a negative way. Let it go and let that bitch go. So then, Karen comes down to support Giselle at her event. And while she's at the event, I want to say it's Giselle's business partner, whoever this woman was with the braids. Karen started talking to her about her line, and Giselle was pretty much puzzled because, while she was over at Karen's house, she was trying to talk about it, but Karen really didn't want to talk about it right then. But then she divulges everything to a complete stranger, and now she feels some type of way about it. She's like, we're supposed to be friends, but the shit that I asked her, she couldn't even tell me about it, but she's going to divulge it to a complete stranger, which should say a lot about you, bitch. She trusts a complete stranger and don't even trust you. Ain't that something, Giselle? Think about how you treat people, okay, sis? That's what you need to do, because that's why she did that, because she don't trust you, and that's your own fault. So they go and they're all on the bus getting ready to go to the airport to go to New Orleans, and of course Robin is late. So, on the bus, Giselle set some ground rules for New Orleans. She's saying there are some things that are planned. They're going to a nightclub. They're doing this. They're doing that. They all love to drink. So, they're all ready to have a great time. They all arrive in New Orleans, and they all call their husbands. And the only thing I'm going to say about Robin and Juan is this. Robin need to stop filming with Juan, because Juan stay making her look stupid. She's basically telling this man that she loves him over and over again until she say, do you hear what I said? I said I love you. Then he said, oh, I love you too, Robin. I think the connection is going bad. Girl, that man don't love you, and you so dumb. That's why you won't get none of my time. So then they go, and as they're sitting there, Candace and Ashley, they sat down, they were talking about Katie. And Monique was like, no, it wasn't Candace and Ashley, it was Candace and Monique. Monique was like, when I first met Katie, she was she was prissy and proper, but now she's a whole nother person. So I don't know what she got going on, but she's something else. And you know, Candace and Monique are my favorites. I really do like them. So they go to a New Orleans cooking class, and they're talking about the crawfish and things of that nature, and how to eat it, how to suck the head and all that stuff. You know, quite a them women know all about sucking heads, if you know what I mean. So they after all of that, they go and they sit down and they eat. And Giselle decides that she wants to call out Karen for divulging all that information to that lady at her event, and she's really feeling some type of way about their friendship. My thing about it is, Giselle, this is why Karen don't trust your motherfucking ass. Because if you had any issue with the way that she was treating you and your friendship, then you would have pulled her to the side privately. Y'all would have had a conversation in that hotel room. But instead, you decided to call her out in front of everybody. And now Karen don't want to deal with it. And Karen has decided to storm the fuck off. And everybody is saying, don't go, Karen, don't go. But that's Giselle's fault. Giselle had no right. If you really want to focus on your friendship and you want to fix it, do things in a different way. You still being a messy ass bitch and being inconsiderate. You didn't have to call her out in front of everybody. You could have said that privately if you're really trying to make things work out with Karen, but instead you want to be a bitch and do it in front of everybody. So what do you guys have to say about this episode? Leave it below. And I'll holler at y'all later. Till next time, peace.